Okay, like a million ads popping up here. Black Ops 6 will be on last-gen consoles, so information regarding Black Ops 6 has surfaced online, specifically concerning the game's pre-order status at GameStop. In an image shared online, it appears that the GameStop is preparing to accept pre-orders for Black Ops 6 on PlayStation 4, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X consoles. And that means it'll be appearing on a console that may considered defunct almost 4 years ago when the PlayStation 5 was released. Insider Gaming has been able to verify with multiple sources that the image is legitimate and that Black Ops 6 will be coming to past generation consoles. As for why the image does not feature an Xbox One version, it's understood that the Xbox Series S and X version is a cross-generation version, meaning it will also work on the Xbox One. And Insider Gaming first learned that the Cerberus Black Ops 6 was being developed for past generation consoles in February of 2023, but wasn't able to confirm whether it was final. However, after speaking with several GameStop employees and developers of the game, we can confirm it's real. You can see the image below, and we have the image here. This is oh my god, this is insane to me. So new GameStop has listings for Call of Duty Black Ops 6 pre-orders, and it mentions a PS4 version. It looks like BO6 will be on last gen still. Sources, Reddit, and we have an image here saying Call of Duty Black Ops on Xbox Series S, X, and the original Xbox. So the two X's is one for the original Xbox, and the Series X, and the S is the Xbox Series S, which confusing, and all $70. So what really concerns me is that they're still releasing games on the previous gen. Why that's so concerning to all of us is because they're supposed to be focusing on hardware that's already out, like the Xbox Series S and X and the PS5. They should be working on that hardware and not the previous hardware. It just makes no sense how they're still worrying about the old gen. Like, the point of the new gen is focusing on that new hardware. It just doesn't make sense to me. So hopefully this doesn't interrupt their development team for the next generation of the gaming. Hopefully the last gen doesn't interfere with the new gen, because the new gen is where we need that 60 FPS or 120 FPS go higher. Then I'm pretty sure that 120 FPS will be available for next gen consoles and PC, obviously. But for them to still be focusing on the last gen, like the Xbox One and like the PS4, they could have used that time to make Call of Duty Black Ops 6 even more better of a game than it already is. So it took them they had 2 years to playtest this game. I read about that earlier yesterday on Twitter. Like, they had 2 years of playtesting Call of Duty Black Ops 6, which is mind-blowing to me that they're still worrying about last gen. It feels like that's what happened to Black Ops 3 on the Xbox 360 when they released Black Ops 3 on the PS4. I almost said PS3, but PS4. The Xbox One and PS4 was released with Black Ops 3. But when the Xbox One was out and the PS4 was out, when Black Ops 3 released on those current consoles, the old gen was the Xbox 360. And if you actually look back on the Xbox 360 days, Black Ops 3 looked like like Minecraft looked better than this game. I'll show gameplay here on screen here. That is insane to me how they're still making, like, Black Ops 3 on 360 was absolutely trash. And the fact is, I know the company went out of the way to make another version of Black Ops 3 on Xbox 360. It's crazy to me, which they still got Black Ops 3 to release on Xbox One and PS4, which this game, Black Ops 3, it's probably still a masterpiece to this day, because the campaign was still good. I think it was like the first Call of Duty game to have co-op, which is mind-blowing to me. And the zombies was fantastic, and multiplayer was pretty good. So Black Ops 6 will be the most, that whistle though, Black Ops 6 is going to be the most time they have worked on a Call of Duty game ever in Call of Duty history, which is actually mind-blowing to me. So they had like 4 years. So you see here in this tweet, this greatly explains what I'm trying to talk about here. So surprising 4 years into a console generation is when they stopped supporting the old gen previously. My guess is more people are still on PS4 now that were on PS3 at this point, and PS4 lifecycle. It shouldn't matter, honestly. It shouldn't matter. People should be getting the next gen consoles anyways though. Like the Xbox Series S is only like $300, and Xbox Series X is like what, $400 or $500, somewhere around there. And the PS5 is just the same price. I think like $100 less or something other than that. But the fact is that they're still trying to support old gen when the next gens are currently out, and they're probably working on the next Xbox, PlayStation right now to come out probably like early of 2030 or something, which is mind-blowing to me. So it figures that I can understand why they're doing this for Xbox, this comes and mentions why Xbox games release at 30 FPS in titles, because they're worried about OGen, and Xbox has a tough time. I know with Call of Duty, Xbox doesn't have a tough time with that. I know Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 can run 120 FPS on Xbox Series X and S because I played it, and that's a good thing that Call of Duty can keep up with the current gen of consoles for that hardware to meet the requirements, so they don't have to cap it at 30, so it's able to run at 120 or 60 if you have the monitor that's capable of running that high frame rate, which is totally understandable. But from this perspective, this is ridiculous how they're just still supporting last gen. I mean, it's good. I understand. I'm not hating on the last gen, but it comes to a point in day and age where we're literally in the year of 2024, and they should be working on next gen as the moment. Sorry about the game. My Modern Warfare 3 music is running in the background, which I think that's good because there's actually background music going on right now while I'm talking, so maybe that's a good thing. But it's crazy to me how, yeah, you guys can have your own thoughts here. These comments, fuck, all that. That's leaked image of BO6 on old gen. Yep, pretty much what I mean. It's not leaked image, but this is BO3 on 360. History repeats itself, basically. But if the game can still run at 60 FPS on the old gen, I wouldn't say it's a problem. They have another company. If they have another company working on this project on like the Black Ops 6 on the old gen, like on the Xbox One and PS4, like they had with Black Ops 3 on 360, I don't think it's gonna be a huge problem. But if Treyarch themselves had to go out of the way and actually do this, it's gonna cut some development time on this game, but I don't think it's going to be too big of a deal since this game's been in development for 4 years and the multiplayer's been play tested for like 2 years, hopefully with the campaign and zombies. But if Black Ops 6 campaign is like not longer more than like Modern Warfare 3's campaign, if this game campaign better be like 8 hours long, I'm telling you what. Like, what people don't know is like the Modern Warfare 3 campaign was really short. It took you like 2 to 4 hours to completely beat the game if you like rust through it. There's not any other Call of Duty that we got. Like, all the Call of Duty previous titles that we got in recent years have been that long anyways. We have not got a Call of Duty game that has been longer than like 8 hours, which Black Ops 6 could break that record of the longest campaign in Call of Duty history because how long it's been in development for, which I doubt because they probably rushed the campaign to probably work on multiplayer and zombies more. I don't know. That's just speculations on my end, but I could be wrong. Because if we go back to Charlie Intel, here is the banner artwork for Black Ops 6. And of course, the day I made the video of officially the Black Ops 6 being revealed is when they revealed the artwork when I was reacting to the teaser trailers, which is actually mind-blowing to me. So, and if you also load up Modern Warfare 3 or Warzone, you will get a message saying that Call of Duty Black Ops 6 message of the day added to Modern Warfare 3 and Warzone, which it confirms of Call of Duty Black Ops 6. Call of Duty Black Ops 6 is coming soon. Get ready for the worldwide reveal on June 9th at 10 a.m. PT, which is going to be on Xbox Showcase. And the reason why Xbox is showcasing this is because Microsoft has required Activision. So I know with Phil Spencer previously, he wanted Phil Spencer wanted, after they acquired Activision or Call of Duty, they wanted Call of Duty to have no exclusive to any console.
We want to increase the places where people can play Call of Duty. I think a little bit like Minecraft, maybe 120 million monthly players on Minecraft. And you do that with Call of Duty. I think we've made some specific agreements with Nintendo and with Nvidia to ensure the game can show up in front of more places. And you obviously don't make the game bigger by taking it away from anybody who's playing today.
Yeah,
that means if Black Ops 6 comes out with a live beta, which it's going to have one, no doubt. The beta for Black Ops 6, that means is it's going to be out for every console instead of it being out first on Xbox or first on PlayStation. So you won't be behind of specifically what console you're on. So if you're like on PlayStation, you won't be behind. If you're on Xbox, everyone's going to be able to play it at the same time, which is what we wanted for a very long time. And I think when Black Ops 3 came out, that's when the exclusive shifted with Xbox to PlayStation, and PlayStation got everything first then Xbox. And it used to be the other way around, of Xbox having everything first then PlayStation. But after Microsoft is reacquiring Call of Duty now, they want everybody at the same time to have Call of Duty Black Ops 6 on every platform. Like the beta is going to be on every platform, which the only problem is that the beta is going to be on all platforms, obviously, because Xbox wants to have everything on the same platform, because Phil Spencer already said that he doesn't want to gatekeep exclusive titles on their platform unless it's actually exclusive to Xbox. But Call of Duty in general won't be exclusive to Xbox. He wants to it be on multiple platforms and be out at the same time, the beta and everything. But since there's no DLCs anymore, that's gonna be kind of pointless other than force on Xbox or PlayStation for the beta. So that wouldn't make sense. The families of victims of Uvalde TX school shooting have filed a lawsuit against Daniel, defense marker of AR-15, Activision, and Meta. The lawsuit alleges that the shooter purchased a weapon after learning about it in a social media and playing Call of Duty. I mean, maybe that's really not the game's fault. It's the guy. Well, it's that person making those choices of learning the gun inside of the game. It's not the game's fault. Yes, the game provides how to shoot the weapon, but the person behind that making that decision, it's their fault. It's like watching a movie and some dude's shooting a gun, and you go to that specific movie and like you download it on a computer and like, oh, I'm gonna look at every frame and see how this dude handled this gun and how he shoots it. You're not gonna win a lawsuit against Call of Duty over this situation right here. Even if they lost against this lawsuit, Activision or Call of Duty won't be losing any money because they make literally millions a year. So that's kind of, I mean, it's sad that this is happening, but in reality, it's the person behind who's making these decisions to making these school shootings happen. Yeah, it's the game's fault, but it's the person making those choices. Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, you can either go on YouTube and look up how to shoot a certain weapon and it'll probably pop up, but just because that dude or he or she shut up a school just because of this Call of Duty weapon playing that game, that's the problem. The person behind it and the choices made, that's the problem. But the reason why they're suing it is because the choices affecting that choice, which is the game, which that made no sense. I'm trying to explain it, but that's the best way I can explain it. That is actually mind-blowing to me that they're actually still focusing on, not really focusing, but they're actually still worrying about Call of Duty on Gen. That is actually crazy to me. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this YouTube video. If you guys want to see more videos like this in the near future, let me know in the comments below. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell notification to never miss video, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.